Going to be some great episode of Drag Loon. I tell you what, my clan actually grew up from level 1 to 7 because we have some great members who are really very strong in TH7 Drag Loon attacks. I mean, if some company or any sort of organization or any sort of clan, if they really need to survive, they really need to survive on two things, that is the top, which is us, and the bottom also needs great players, because if there are no bottom clearing, basically a clan cannot survive their attacks. So we're going to create some mayhems, and we're going to see some great TH7 lastly leveled up level 2 clearing attacks, where we have level 2 drags and level 4 or level 5 loons, which is going to smear your taste buds with some great lovely attacks. First of all, I'm going to share some beautiful attacks by our must Sunny Leon Canal. He's going to show you some great attacks, which is he does a CC pull with his own archers. He's carrying about 10 of his archers, so that he can pull the CC troops out from his opponent. Since he had minions, he had to waste a large number of archers just to get them at the corner, and when he gets them at the corner, he will be deploying his drags. Yeah, there comes the drags. Now obviously they're going to take out all the troops of his opponents. There he goes. He starts quaking. Yep. He picks up and he just throws all his drags all in, and it's creating the perfect funnel. It's a clear straight funnel, which is basically taking out the buildings really fast, taking out the defenses, and it doesn't take much of a time. I mean, whatever he's going to do, he can lame out 8 of his loons, 4 of them at his CC and 4 of his own loons, and he can do this. Otherwise you can take 10 drags and you can take 4 loons at your own CC. So this is basically Town Hall 7 attack, pretty basic and neat. It just goes in, does the job, and takes out everything on its path. Pretty damn fast and pretty damn rock solid attack. Basically TH7 is like a honeymoon period of attack. If you funnel your drags on a proper place, you should always aim to take both the air defenses right on a straight line. Wherever you are releasing your drags has the capability to follow the path of damage. So release your drags and make sure that the zapped AD is the far one, and take out the ADs which are near to your base, opponent's base, and make sure that they are on a straight line. If you can funnel your drags, you're hitting both the air defenses side by side, then it creates the perfect funnel. It creates the perfect time for destroying your opponent's base. So this was it basically. He's 3-starred this quite nicely. Coming to his another attacks, let me show this one. This one is done by Hero. Pretty neat base. Town Hall 8, but he is a Town Hall 7, a Town Hall guy 7 taking out a Town Hall 8 must be really proud moments for you guys at Town Hall 7. And yes, he starts funneling his drags in. Look at them. He has unleashed 3 of his drags. He generally uses same combo, 9 drags and 4 of his loons, and then he also carries loons at his own CC. So there he just destroys the sweeper, and he just zapped the far end air defense, so that he can take out. Here comes the CC troops. It's really funneling in the loon, which are level 7 loons. They are just going in and taking out, and his own loons has also taken out the air defenses. So obviously these 8 loons are basically enough to take out the defenses, and they're going to work on them very fast. Here comes the Wiz Tower. Wiz Tower generally takes a very strong heat to the loons, but generally if you have this many loons which survive the mayhem, here comes the drags are working on their town hall and the CC, and now it's almost over. He has taken out. Look at the function of the king. The king should always be summoned in such a way which actually distracts the arch tower. I have seen many air attacks and they generally take out their king fast, but I recommend you hold your king and you release it in such a fashion that whenever the drag actually is taking hits or clearing any other higher hit point building, then your king should at least have some time, and at the same should destroy some other buildings so that it can work as a distraction. So this distraction actually saves your drags, and it basically saves you from a lot of trouble. Here you go, another attack by Hero. Take a look. This one is nice. Generally this sort of town hall, early town hall 8s confuse town hall 7 players a lot, but if you can see, you can scout the base properly. This spread out layout doesn't hold much of defense. They can't scare basically town hall 7 players like that. So these are really proud moments when one town hall 7 guy taking out town hall 8 just by dragging them. It's such a beautiful thing. He's doing his CC pull just by summoning drags, and once when the whole CC troops come out, he just launches some more drags so that it can be taken out. Look at this position of ADs. I mean, those AD positions are so nice that even the drags bend from their path, they are going to catch up and they are going to sever the all the troop components. Now look at how the CCs are being released. Their CC was released with perfect timing. Only his CC was enough basically. The other CCs at Loon just came out of the complementary system and they are taking on the defense in a very fast fashion. The sort of rush Town Hall 8s doesn't offer much of a resistance to our Town Hall 7 players. They are really very fast, they are adamant with their attack, and they really make sure that their drags don't get much of a hit. They just make sure that their drags stay alive and remain green until they reach the last defenses. And they are going to clear very soon. They are clearing in a very fast manner, and they are taking out everything in a flinch of a second. So basically this is a drag attack. You can't flinch, you can't just hesitate. You need to wait with your king. You need to unleash your king in a very right moment so that it can give your drags a proper distraction. The defense is going to get distracted, especially the arch tower. This actually gives your drags that enough time to take the whole defense out. So this was a very generally neat and beautiful attack, and that was it. So I hope you have enjoyed my video, and stay tuned because I'm going to show you how an 8.5 or an 8 player which has a full release of drags level 3 can do to some sort of higher bases. See you then, stay tuned, and I'll be coming with some new great videos. Clashers, keep clashing.